Attention, little people, I have an announcement.
These commentaries were originally recorded from April to June of 2024. I love the show and people and the focus of the positive, but with all that said, here's what is more. The guests love the show and people too, but are allowed to speak their mind. The critiques they share and opinions they bear are only theirs, not mine.
I think you mean ours?
Well, yeah.
Opinions are kinda like jellyfish. I mean, they're float and change shape a lot. Not all opinions shared banter reflect our true and current thought. These have been re-edited to keep the commentary in sync. I only muted what I wanted to cut so the track can show a link. So if you hear some silence, you'll understand why, folks. And me and Kev apologize for our incessant inside jokes. Lastly, not all commentaries turned out as good as others. Some days it didn't flow as well, but we always recovered.
And if you're not watching the show along with our commentary, you might be confused as to what we're talking about, which is kind of a given. But if you're like a crazy super fan who knows every detail of every episode, have at it. With all of that out of the way, enjoy the show!
What? No.
Welcome, you shut up. Welcome to VeggieTales Fan-Commentaries. We're watching The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. The episode where Junior acts like a brat to Archibald, and Archibald is made out to be the villain.
And it is an standard aspect ratio.
Yes,
not widescreen like the other one.
Unfortunately. But it has the original intro. So,
True.
A lot of the copies I have saved to my drive here have the new intro slapped on the old episode.
I think the one I downloaded was a widescreen edition.
I couldn't find one. Tomatoes, if squash.
There was a time where I was
can
stockpiling them in widescreen, and then I stopped doing it, and then later on, all the widescreen ones just disappeared. So there's just like weird random episodes that I have in widescreen. Like I have Man of Blueberry and End of Silliness in widescreen, but like some of them are still in standard, even though they're contemporaries.
Oh dang!
Looks very weird. Also, I'm LennonDash.
Hi, LennonDash.
Hi, LennonDash.
Hi, Kev.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, you said hi to Kev and not me.
Pleased to meet you for the very first time.
Huh?
Oh, hi, Finn.
Hi, LennonDash.
How are you?
Well, I'm okay.
That's good to hear.
Blushing and twisting my foot on the floor.
That goes for you too, Kev. Hope you're doing good.
Thank you. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing pretty alright, all things considered.
I'm doing, but
I am currently doing.
I am currently doing the Minions.
I'm currently doing
yo.
the Minions.
Hey, yo. Whoa.
Look at Larry.
Dirty dog.
I know. I cannot
he's a
help
sad
myself.
boy.
When they say banana, I
Look
go
at the
bananas.
cucumber. Isn't he sad? He can't. Poor cucumber.
He's very light. He's very shiny. Not shiny.
Isn't he pale?
They both look pale. Bob is almost an orange, isn't he? A little orangish. But the
Yeah.
animation looks very nice. Colors aside.
He's about the same color as the wheels. Or the
Yeah.
red on that thing.
He kind of
Maybe a little darker, but maybe it's the shading.
They look fine, just a little
Have you ever
different.
been to Shipshawana?
I've been looking forward to doing this episode. This is an episode I really like. I really
I
like
like this one too.
This is a fun episode with a very sweet ending too.
A
But
lot of the moments in this thing are just tender.
They are, yeah. Phil knew how to write a VeggieTales episode. Mr. Lunt was there to pack a good joke. You know, every one of Mr. Lunt's jokes packed a punch.
I think there's good jokes all around,
Yeah.
honestly. This one has some zingers.
It does. It does.
It's no, that's lion.
I mentioned
Oh.
Phil's writing a lot. I do like a lot of the ones Phil didn't write. People like to say, if Phil didn't write it, I don't care. But like Blunders and Boo Booville is like a
That's bogus.
top-notch, I know, top-notch episode. Blunders is a top-notch VeggieTales story.
Mhm.
Which one wrote that one?
Okay, that comment, 27th show.
What does that entail?
27 is a Weird Al reference.
What does it mean?
Obviously.
What does it mean? What does it mean? Is if you don't count Jonah, you do count autotainment, and you don't count the sing-alongs, it falls on 27. If you don't count autotainment, don't count the silly songs, do count Jonah, counts on 27. So that, to get it to 27, you bounce between Jonah and autotainment. If you count the sing-alongs, like 30 or 31.
I heard of that.
It's also strange if you consider that Pirates is an in-universe thing in this series, as exemplified by Gideon.
Yeah, I know, for real.
And they don't really acknowledge autotainment.
So as their 27th, as their 27th show, what does that entail? Do you think it is counting autotainment? Are they counting Jonah?
Are they counting Jonah's sing-along songs and more?
Well, that would put it at 31 if you count the
Right
sing-alongs. It's 26 if you don't.
It's such a weird comment.
If you don't count Jonah and you don't count autotainment, it is 26. I count autotainment personally.
I mean, Larry also was like, we have a DVD to fill. Like, that's
Yeah.
a little wall breaking.
Yeah, they mentioned DVDs in
Miss Poopsie.
sock drawer too.
Haha. Mr. Lunt said
Veggie DVD. Mr. Lunt, what?
Mr. Lunt said see, haha.
Tutu is cute. 222 222.
Tutu is cute too. Get it?
Good one, Kev. clap, Lennon, clap.
Oh, Bessie is cute.
I can clap those cheeks.
Classic Kev. Oh, he's.
You know what?
Funny.
You know what they call us? Classic Kev and Freaky Finn.
Yeah, I like that actually. I like that. Can we keep those names? Lennon, do you endorse these names?
Wow, that's.
I mean, if I'm down for that.
Can I be Freaky Finn?
Freaky Finn.
Freaky Finn. Freaky. Ooh, freaky.
He's a Finnegan freak. He's super freaky. Ow.
I like it. Wacky window. Wacky VeggieTales window. Look at that.
You know what they call us? Classic Kev, Freaky Finn, and Wacky Window.
Wacky window.
That's your name, Lennon. Wacky Window.
Lenny, you're Wacky window. Lenny, I called you Lenny. Oh my gosh. I like
Lenny.
it. Can we call you Lenny? Lenny's cool. Lenny's cool.
Can I call you Eli?
I've been called Lennon. I've been called Mr. Dash by a few people. I had one person call me John Rainbow.
Permission to call you Lenny.
Can you fix it?
They don't even make
If you want to call me Lenny, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Wait.
We'll have to
Hi, Lenny.
I gotta think of a line. I wanna buzz off Willie.
My favorite Lenny line is endless bunnies.
Endless bunnies.
Yes.
Bunnies.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, it's the real Lenny.
Man, I do like a perfect impression. How's
You know
that?
what? Scratch
know.
that. You
Crazy.
can't call me Lenny. Lenny's in the room with us
That's
right now.
right.
True.
And so is Percy. Hey, Percy.
Oh. I didn't even know it was Percy when I did it. I guess I
Go
tapped
home
into
with your
my inner
family.
Percy without meaning to.
Got a lot of work to do
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I thought that was almost indistinct from the. That was really good. I mean, it was a tiny little voice sample, but I'm like, is that real?
Well, listen to my lines in
Some of this stuff I don't recognize.
Rumor Weed Retold in that server. You're in there, Lennon. Give it a listen. Let me know how you think I did.
They're just like, you should go talk to him.
You're wishing
Yeah,
you could be
I like that.
somewhere else. Somewhere.
Also, I like how Paul
Over the
tries to have
rainbow.
he tries to have a
I was just
relatable
like you
moment.
once. I
Um,
wanted you go.
Over the rainbow? How would
I like
go over
I like
the
how
rainbow?
droplets
refracting
sunlight.
he ruins it by
Well,
technicality.
I just meant.
No, the place.
Hey, he told me to come talk to you.
Beyond the barn.
Come again?
Beyond the barn.
Lennon, your pot is like scarily good.
All
It
the
is
way
good.
to the land.
Oh, thanks, Kev. I appreciate it.
Right. That is surreal hearing Pa say Kev.
It's your party trick. You pull out the paw.
It's my parlor trick. So I can do all the voices pretty well, but that's the one that I try to pull out just for funsies.
You are really good at impressions.
Oh yeah,
You
let's
don't
hear
get credit.
Lampy.
You don't get credit. No, Kev, we can't redo a bit that was already so good.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, but I personally think mine is better. If I can demonstrate real quick.
No, Kev, I'm sorry, that was bad. That was actually bad.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Wait.
Listen
Hold on.
closely.
I think I got the inflection wrong on the.
Try again. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling that. Listen, Kev, listen, okay? Not trying to be cocky, but listen closely. You hear that?
No, that was just you singing. That was just you singing 4 minutes and 33 seconds by John Cage.
Yeah.
As Lampy.
And as we all know, when
That
you
is how
reverse
Lampy
that,
would sing it.
as we all know, when you reverse that song, "It's Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick Astley.
I thought it was a satanic message if you reverse it.
And
It's
I
Gordon
do not-
Smithson.
Yeah.
When I was playing the
Gordon
Larry Boy
Smithson.
when I was playing the Larry Boy and the Bad Apple video game, I'm like, bro, why is Gordon Smithson so tiny?
He's in the Super Comics
You
too.
don't want you to have fun.
Right. In the Larry Boy game, you like go around and like
Kid,
find children because it's like a hide and seek thing,
do what you
and
wanna do.
they only have two models. They have the Gordon one and the P one. I'm like, Gordon looks really tiny.
It's now or never.
I almost sent it in the server, but I thought the faces would be funnier.
I love his laugh. I too ride my scooter down the road and laugh like that, even when no one can hear me.
I mean, if I had a scooter.
You should see me. I have a little like push scooter. You have to kind of kick your foot to make it move. Not like an electric.
And the scooter I ride on is a Scottish Parrot.
Bob Karen! It's a robot! It's a Kev Messick!
Sorry to interrupt, but the golden rollers the stallion.
Sorry to interrupt!
It's Scott, and he's got a wheel.
This goes for John Tron. Well, there goes John Tron. Larry Boy.
I love those. I want to try the golden ruler bit real fast, okay? I've never tried it.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, but the garden ruler has been stolen!
What language are you speaking?
I said, sorry to interrupt, but the garden ruler has been stolen!
I speak Scottish. He says his golden ruler has been swollen. No, the golden tutor has the golden. I don't remember what he said.
I thought he said something.
The golden poodle has a molar?
I thought I was hearing something about Samoas.
The garden ruler has been stolen!
The lima beans are lacking.
A certified lima beans are lacking.
One more time, please, and let's work on our enunciation.
Let's work on our enunciation.
You ever have a conversation with a friend and you just kind of gotta stop and say, this is a certified lima beans are lacking moment? I've been there. The tornado is scary. Why can they show this? Why can they show this tornado, but they can't do tornado hunters?
This was like,
Unless
what, 5 or 6 years prior?
Also,
more
I guess
like 3 or 4.
it wasn't making fun of tornadoes. It wasn't making a joke out of a tornado.
Doom Funnel Rescue had a tornado.
True, but
I guess that wasn't
was
VeggieTales.
the silly song was.
That's the Tiger Bike.
Oh no way!
That's a black Tiger Bike.
The silly song, I guess, was making light of it too much. Because you can acknowledge, a plane crash in a cartoon, but if you make it into a joke, then I think people get mad.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Oh my. What do you suppose that is?
Munchy.
It's Paul Grape's car. From the Grapes
It's
of
old Bessie.
Wrath. I wonder if he called his car in the Grapes of Wrath Old Bessie. I could see
Hello?
it. Hello. Hello. I like Junior's outfit. This might be my favorite Junior outfit.
Yeah.
I really like it.
He's got suspenders. His suspenders are suspending. Over heights he's never known.
The ball. I really like when he calls her big and round and she gets mad. Is that big round ball? That's- The expressions are really good in this one too. They really knew how to use the eyelids to make them. What are those? They look so good. They do look
They're-
good. I want to try them.
They look like jelly beans, but if they were like...
I imagine they'd be crunchy and tangy, maybe. Little tangy.
They're munchy crunchies. Munchy crunchies in there somewhere.
They're munchy crunchy dream.
If you're like me, you'll beg and plead.
It's an old trailer.
Foreshadowing.
Do you like Meaningful Life, LennonDash? I like it.
I don't remember it very much.
Watch it again. I'm gonna make
Just
you
a plain
watch.
old trailer.
It's just a plain old trailer.
I'm gonna make you watch every episode of the 2010s VeggieTales at some point, including the Netflix show.
I think as far as like a parody of a movie goes, this one did a little better than Lord of the Beans, or if not as good.
Yeah.
People don't really put them side by side and compare them on the basis of them both being based off of films, but
Fun fact: they had to bring back
Abby?
distribute it so they wouldn't get in trouble.
Just Darby.
Yeah.
they had to bring back what?
Warner Brothers to distribute it. The DVD. There was a whole thing.
He's a
they had to bring back
hero.
Warner hadn't distributed one since like Little
I
Joe.
like my Barbie, but that's a weirdo. That's
I
a
don't know-
cursed.
I don't know who that is. I wish I knew.
Dana Carvey is a comedian. Have you seen the movie Master of Disguise?
No.
He plays the main like dude in that one.
He was also on SNL, wasn't he?
I watched the Chop and Brock Alive video. That was Dana Carvey, right?
I don't know.
I like seeing
Maybe.
non-Christian
Oh,
celebrities.
he was also in Wayne's World.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
like-
Yep.
Wayne Brady's World.
Yep.
My uncle was watching.
Who destroyed my munch muncher?
My uncle was watching a Wayne Brady show in his house in the middle of nowhere in Ohio, and he was like, "I love Wayne Brady," and I was like, "I do too, but for a different reason." VeggieTales.
You like do the thing that JoJo fans do. You're just like, is that a VeggieTale reference?
I mean, anytime I see Terry Crews or Wayne Brady, all I can think about is VeggieTales.
Whenever I see Terry Crews, I only think of Old Spice YTPMVs.
I feel like VeggieTales had a pretty big audience. I mean, a pretty darn big audience to not do good on their movies.
Finn, you should hear the extra verse I came up to that His Name is Darby song.
I want to hear it.
Right.
My name is Archie, and I wear Speedos.
Yay! I love it. I love it.
I thought of it the other day. I'm like, I gotta say this. I'm very freaky. Call me a weirdo. Call me a weirdo.
I throw it back and clap my cheeks. Oh, I wear the Speedo. My arms are weak. Oh,
That's Yellow McToad. He's very old, but he will lead you to the
Jerry and Dino.
So
Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
Follow Yellow McToad.
Munchy crunchy dream.
So I don't get diaper rash or Speedo rash. I like to put on cream.
Oh,
Follow
Friday hopping has been on the road.
Yellow.
All the while, he's just like creaking his body as far as he can take it. And they're singing about him happily hopping down the road. I like the parodies also. Not the parodies,
Yeah.
but just like the style parodies. Like weird, yeah. This is some Weird
Style
Al
parodies, like a Weird Al reference.
Yeah, this is some Weird Al level right here.
Follow Yellow McToad. Yellow McToad is one of my favorite songs.
Yellow
Not
McToad
favorite
desperately
song, one of my
trying to
favorite
move his
characters.
creaky old bones down the road.
Yellow McToad is one of my favorite characters. Not my favorite songs, but favorite character. Madam's hair, it looks delicious. It looks
The
like
guy with the
ice
marshmallow,
dream.
like powdered wig looked delicious too.
It kind of looks like the ice dream from Chick-fil-A.
He looks like a penguin's character.
Yellow McToad would make a great puppet.
Ooh, yeah.
I would love like a puppet of Yellow McToad.
Who is it?
You got any comic books? Is that a Three Twin Penguins reference?
Comic books? Maybe.
Talking candy?
Did you bring any comic books? Well, I don't believe I did, Mr. Jason. I mostly just brought magazines from Paris on account of me being a supermodel. I'm gonna die here.
That seems to be a problem.
Did you? Well, I would have been more apt to say it was a 3-2-1 Penguins reference if you said, "Did you bring Trevor from Space Camp?" Then I would have known it was definitely a 3-2-1 Penguins reference. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Did you bring
I wanted to go to
Grandma?
space camp, but I was stuck on this pole and couldn't get down.
Did you bring Vigil, Mitchell, Vigil, and Kevin? Did you bring Grandma?
I'm here. So, Kevin.
Did you bring Uncle Kev Messick?
Did you bring the Rock Hopper? Did you bring the Giat?
Story. We're going to the land
He
of
said Game Boy also. Did you bring Larry Boy and the Bad Apple for the Game Boy Advance?
Did you bring Larry Boy and the Bad Apple for the PlayStation? Ooh.
Did you bring a PlayStation to play Larry Boy and the Bad Apple for the PlayStation 2?
Did you bring Paper Mario? Did you bring the Wii U?
Did you bring the Wiggles video game for the PlayStation 2?
Did you bring a copy of Calvin and Hobbes by Bill Watterson? Did
Did
you
you
bring?
bring a personalized copy of Mario 64?
Did you
Did you
bring
bring-
the personalized VeggieTales DVD?
Did you bring Alan Richards, Jumbo Feedles, Royalties, Electrocuted, Stress, and Back to Chief, the Sky, Shower Rats, and Router Beatles?
Did you bring Ramona Hooney?
His suspenders were being suspended by the
Hey, Finn, I know something about Ramuna Hooney that the
Oh
audience will never know.
no! No! Mad, mad boy, mad boy. I like how peeved Lunt is at Larry here. I like saying peeved. Boil your own spam. Boil your. That's one of my favorite.
I've heard about guys like this.
Also, what does he mean when he says that? Like, what do these guys do?
I want to see what happens if they open up that little compartment in his tummy.
Me too. So maybe you don't want to see that.
If he can
So
light a
Mr.
fire inside of it.
Mr. Lunt wants to see what happens when I'm sorry. My brain mixed what you were saying and what I was saying together. Mr. Lunt said he's heard about guys like this. So Mr. Lunt has heard about guys who take
Boil
advantage
their
and
spam.
make you boil their spam.
What's the scoop, Rusty boy?
Who show up and
That's
say,
the
"Hey,
scoop, Rusty boy."
boil my spam for me."
That's why I left home. To seek
I don't
The moment Larry gets out of there. Would you mind boiling my spam? Oh, no, not again.
Oh,
That's what I asked Finn when we met up. I said, "Hey Finn, you wanna boil my spam?" If
And
you
Finn
know
was
what
like,
I mean.
I've heard about guys like this.
And I was like,
But
"Boil
I-
your own spam."
What?
I'm more into frying spam myself.
I'm looking for.
We're going someplace in the
And
roller
feed.
coasters.
Ooh,
The land of Oz.
the land of Oz.
Fun has a price.
Fun has a
Imagine Mr. Lunt has a DVR. Blah, 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 blah. English. My brain is deteriorating. I'm tired. Imagine Mr. Lunt has a DeviantArt page and it's just spam, boiled spam. The whole page.
Do you know
That's
I should start a
what
spam
he gets
account?
in his email inbox. Boiled spam.
Yeah. I should start a spam account and call it boiled spam.
Call it
And just have
boiled
it be
spam.
a JPEG of.
Mr. Lunt's little
Mr.
twist
Lunt.
is so cute. It's so
Yeah.
great thumbnail, by the way. I really
They
like.
did some pretty good dancing effects a little bit, but they were more just a skip in their step rather than a. They can dance.
Yeah.
The extent of dancing Larry does here is just bobbing up and down.
No, I meant when I was talking in the last commentary about dancing, I meant the VeggieTales show. They dance good in later episodes like this.
Yeah.
Later episodes like Oz, like in Darby, the Darby song, he was grooving.
But if you look at this, it's like this isn't shoulder shaking kind of stuff from the early days.
I mean, yeah, but I don't feel like it always has.
Like
to
the
be.
in-house episodes.
I feel like if they did that all the time and too much, it would be kind of weird, you know.
Right. This is okay dancing for,
Maybe
limbless characters.
It's just kind of moving to the music.
Yeah.
I feel like if they were constantly throwing it back and shoulder shrugging, it would be kind of like, okay, chill out, guys.
Dial it down a little, Larry.
That is evil. Dancing is evil.
I think there's something wrong with your logic.
Larry's throwing it back a little too much.
Who am I to tell her this? She's wrong. If it's a tail, it's a monkey.
Monkey.
No tail.
No tail.
Hey,
Hey.
it's
If it's a
easy.
tail, it's a monkey. If there's no tail, hey, it's easy. Woo.
If there's a tail, it's a monkey. No tail. Hey, it's easy.
Henry.
Catch on.
Henry Haggard.
Yes.
There it goes in the trees. Follow me. It's gotta be a monkey or an ape. I can't believe it's true. So we've watched 2 different episodes today, and both had monkey in them. You're welcome, LennonDash.
It's a good
I
song.
knew how much you loved the song Monkey. I also knew that your nickname was Monkey Dash, so I thought it might be a good call.
This is a
Larry,
disaster.
This is a disaster.
That's also what I said when I met up with Finn.
I used to think Bob was on the cow, like standing on it. I don't know why I thought that, but it was like
Really?
a little kid mind. LennonDash, can you confirm that your nickname is Monkey Dash?
If it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey. If it
I
does
can't
have a tail,
confirm or deny.
it's an ape. This has
Because
to be
a little birdie told me your nickname was Monkey Dash. So
Which bird? Which birdie?
the one that
And neither do
I don't know, my best friend who is,
I don't know no bird.
Oh, nothing.
I have a friend here in town who is a bird, and they tell me things.
You're a duck whisperer.
Kid, where are you from?
The hop looks kinda goofy here. I like it though.
Yeah, they're just like me.
Kinda.
I'm trying to think of what that reminds me of. I feel like there's another
What are the odds?
episodes where, you know, the menu screen from Abe and the Amazing Promise.
Yeah, yeah.
Jimmy jumped a little like that.
Yellow?
Maybe. I think he did.
yellow
Yeah.
What color is he?
Like they,
He's yellow.
is it
Oh,
like
like his name. Clever.
Is it like
Larry is like remembering that one bit in Lord of the Beans where he's like, it's yellow. Ooh, they called it yellow because of the sunrise when they colored those doors. Don't be so
An
literal.
Ohioan? Yep. Well, my uncle
I like how their hop,
their
their foot, I guess, for lack of better terms, is kind of like in front of their head,
Oh boy.
like it hops
Right.
in front of them type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't the VeggieTales show hopping, that's for sure.
Monkey
It's a
horse.
good
A
cycle.
mommy horse.
A mommy horse.
And mares.
Now, really,
As
the
a
only thing to be
MLP
afraid
fan,
of is
hearing
Ohio.
mares is different.
Oh my!
But Finn's been to Ohio.
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
And he used to be in Ohio.
It is a scary place. I was born in West Virginia on the border
Is
of
it?
Ohio. It's an Ohio.
Me when I saw Finn.
Oh,
Ohio is a freaky place.
And Finn knows freaky.
It is just as freaky as people say it is.
Is it as freaky as you?
Well, no.
I like how
Very-
Paul uses his tail as like a hand.
Very little is.
He's like shrugging with it every once in a while. He also does the smile and wave thing with it.
Yeah.
Why are you so bored? You're the king of the forest.
Yeah, you know I left home.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
The forest is actually run by representative government.
I'm a figurehead.
Smile and wave, smile and
Tall
wave.
grape with ears.
Boring. Plus, there's no decent food around
Boring.
here.
these woods are full of rabbits and squirrels.
Yeah, but they won't let me eat them.
There he goes. So Mikor.
Where was he walking?
I
And he
don't
was
know.
all the way up there.
I don't know.
He looks like Crazy
Stop.
Frog.
Oh no! Don't make me think about Crazy Frog.
You'll have some fun. You'll want some more.
The whimsical Wizard of Oz. I think Yellow McToad. He went to take a.
Yellow
break.
McToad just kind of disappeared. Oh no, he was in the somewhere. He was in the hot air balloon, but like
Yeah, he took a nap or he peed in the woods. one or
he
the
was
other.
eaten by a puppy.
He was eaten by a puppy. The puppies and the flowers is cute.
Well, they didn't show it on screen because children's film.
Hey, I don't think these are flowers.
I think you're right. These aren't flowers.
I think these puppies are just the poodle from Blues, but trimmed.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Little fluffier too.
They're a little. It's almost like they did a blurring effect on their fur
Yeah,
to make them look like cotton balls.
They look cute. I want to hug them.
Now, the cotton candy.
I like how
Cotton candy.
Lunt and Paul feel nothing for the puppies. They do not even care.
No time for puppies. We're so close.
My favorite Paul quote: "No time for puppies." My favorite.
We're so close.
Please don't squeal.
Also, that's a Star Wars reference. Stay on target. Stay on target.
Oh, is it? I haven't seen
It
a
is.
lot of Star Wars.
That's a Star Wars reference.
I like the garlic minions.
Oh, can we ride the roller coaster?
Oh, can we ride the roller coaster? No, we're not gonna ride the roller.
No, we're not gonna ride the roller coaster.
I said no.
Here, Gordon is good too.
Yeah, that's a good
We
one.
ride when we
The
stick
poor-
to the wall.
The poor munchies, all locked up in jail. His crossed eyes are so cute. I like Junior's eyes like that. They look
Yeah.
cool.
Well,
My Day is one of the best Veggie compositions to come out of the series in general.
He is a crazy brat in this one scene. Coming
Yeah.
I think he's just being a kid, an angsty, like, rebellious kid. But
I
that's
don't
the
know.
role he's fitting, you know?
He goes off on Archibald for not giving him basically free access to the you
He
know,
felt
church.
swindled. He gave him all his money, bro.
I know, but
But first, that is
I
the
don't know.
topic of fine
Financial remuneration.
I always felt bad for Archibald here.
The lima beans are lacking?
Has a
Money.
oh, right.
I guess he would feel a little.
Did you hear the little saxophone thing in the background? The that kind of reminds me of. Is that a reference to the song from the actual Wizard of Oz episode?
Maybe.
Maybe. But yeah, ba-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
They do some. I like the score in this one.
I watched that movie about half a year ago. Back in December, I watched it. I think I watched it on New Year's, actually. I like this song a lot. This is a good song.
Oh, the songs in this one are good. And a little bit more. There's the toad. He survived the puppies.
Too bad Kev didn't. Rest in peace, Kev.
Yep.
He was killed by the puppies. I want a statue like that in my room. A big green Archibald. That should be the new Statue of Liberty, in my opinion. Petition to replace
True.
the Statue of Liberty with a giant green Archibald. That would be
It would
amazing.
just be Obadiah Bumbly.
Mr.
I
I like how he smiles at the camera too.
I think I've actually been on a ride where it spun so fast that you got stuck to the wall.
I have too.
I was gonna say suspended in the wall.
Yeah, you got suspension on the mind.
My suspenders were suspended over heights I didn't know.
I've done a ride like that twice at my local county fair, and one time I was on the ride, I saw my friend Robert across from me, and we were on the ride from the wall, and we noticed each other as the ride was going. He was like, "Fan!" and he was trying to wave at me, but his hand was stuck to the wall. I was trying to, like, smile at him.
Also, there was blaring music. More Than a Feeling by Boston
Oh, yeah.
was just like blaring
Yeah,
on
loud
the
music.
speakers. And Gangnam Style.
Yeah, good song. Good song.
Oppa Gangnam Style.
Am I saying song or thong? I feel like I'm going thong.
I mean, silly song.
I feel like I'm saying thong. I can't tell.
I have a silly speedo.
Oh, oh, silly string. Oh. For some reason, S-O is hard for me to say. I can say silly in podcast, but I can't say so without sounding like I'm saying though.
Oh, I see the problem.
I don't know. Maybe it's all in my head. That's also very possible.
Make another deposit.
Got more money,
You
right?
moron.
Yes, you moron. You goon. Look at the sausage party character in the background of the carnival. Did you see him?
I didn't see him this time, but I know exactly what you're talking about. There's a sausage party OC in there. I gotta get out of here.
Kev has a really cool sausage party OC.
Oh yeah.
I'm going home.
You know, that's a little too much sausage party OC for one day. I'm gonna go too.
but
Kev,
I'm sorry.
what time
The
stand? I
opportunity
have to go
presented
through.
itself.
I have to go through and edit now at 34 minutes in. And plus, you're scaring Lennon because Lennon doesn't know us that like that.
there's no magic.
Sorry.
My sausage party OC is bigger than yours.
Lennon doesn't know how wacky we are. He's gonna think we're.
I think I've watched all of the commentaries up to like halfway through Silly Song Countdown.
But I censor most of the wacky.
And then I jumped forward to the Deck of PJs one.
I skipped most of the wackiness, you know, all the freaky stuff Kev says.
And Finn
Are you
knows
gonna have a
I do know
Patreon where you upload the uncensored, the
I
full
could
version?
do that. The OnlyFans.
I'm gonna go and tell everybody how much this place.
Behold the Kev Messick OnlyFans. Oh.
The funny thing is, me at my wildest. The funny thing is, me at my wildest is still like super tame compared to just about anyone else.
I love he's wearing his glasses over his monocle.
Oh.
Oh,
Tutu.
I could comment on it, but
Oh, Dad.
Poor Junior. I mean, yes, he was being a snotty brat to Archibald. But he didn't deserve to get thrown into a pit of, you know, the dungeon of despair, if you will.
that line's a little edgy for a show like this.
What he said.
I want you to know how it feels to be alone. And also just kind of out of place. I mean, he had to say something villainous, but it could have
It
been more
does.
pertinent.
It does feel kind of intense.
Are those pizza boxes?
Jimmy he steals the pizzas and hides the evidence.
Jimmy just got there and he was wondering about what food they had.
He's hiding the evidence. What is all that garbage? So the wizard just has an underground shaft where he throws garbage? What is this shaft? He falls through the ground and he's in this dungeon. And now there's a
Into the cellar you go!
No, like now there's a window. What even is it?
Even my dad's farmhands have it better than me.
Have you ever thought about that?
That's it.
Where is
I
it?
haven't thought about the garbage bags. It is
No,
a lot
I mean-
of garbage
I
though.
mean, where
Maybe
is-
it's
where
all
is
the
Jimmy?
candy and the food, all the food you can stand eat.
Maybe. I don't know. If he fell through the ground, I don't know why there's a window now.
And also, they just can you imagine the reek? Just how much stench is in that?
Unless, of course, it is candy.
200 yards of steel cable.
Choo just really runs
Pound
away.
and a half of margarine.
Pound and a half of margarine.
I'll check my pockets, which
Shout
I
out.
have.
Shout out to John Bostic. I know he likes that joke. I like it too.
200 yards of steel cable and a pound and a half of margarine.
I love this episode. Watching VeggieTales makes me happy. Like,
This is a great
irrationally
gag. I
happy.
laughed out loud the first time I watched this.
Yeah, I know. Unstuffing him is so
My
disturbing.
favorite is when he turns like 90 degrees and
He's flat. He's Paper Mario. My sister used to love.
he's
He's
Paper Mario.
Starring Mr. Lunt as
Did you
Paper
bring a
Mario.
Paper Mario? Oh wait, no, I am Paper Mario.
My sister used to love it. She used to say she wished that they would unstuff them more often.
Now push on the window.
I want to see the rest of the characters unstuffed.
Me too.
Saved by a nose.
Wasn't his back to the gate though?
Now, what exactly is the plan if they didn't want Scarecrow to fall?
That's no pile of straw. That's me. Oh.
How did they manage to open the gate?
How did they get out is my question. Well, Lunt went inside and opened it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they get out. I forgot. They didn't.
They
let
don't.
Scarecrow
They don't
fall.
get. There's a rope. Tutu comes back with the rope.
I love the insane amount of straw there is.
That's right. That is a ungodly amount of straw, and certainly not enough that was stuffed inside of him.
The ridiculous pile of straw.
Can someone give me a hand? I'm all over.
I need a helping hand.
I like that quote too. Can someone give me a hand? I'm all over the place.
A helping hand, a helping hand.
Sorry, I don't got hands. Minions.
I like the little bonus clip in the DVD where they run into the gate.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I thought I got rid of you. I should have turned on the garbage incinerator.
I should have lit a match. I'm out of here, Charlie. Charlie.
Dude, he showed up like 2 episodes in a row, bro.
I can't believe it.
Now you're gonna
get it. He sounds intoxicated.
I like VeggieTales freckles. I really like how they look like little circles with hollow middles.
I mean,
Wait, what did you say?
Charlie Pincher has freckles
They're,
on his nose.
they're
I don't know if
freckles.
they're warts or if they're freckles, but they're not circles.
What you go and do that for?
I noticed that earlier though. He's got like little circle-y. It's almost like drawing.
Where have you been, weeping?
Chester?
Mom?
Why are your friends dressed up like evil minions? Why was your closet full of these munchies?
Oscar, the Polish caterer, is Gordon's dad.
Boys, put down those mops.
Is that canonical? And is
That
that
doesn't-
is that Big Jim's mom?
And don't forget, you need to finish
She looks way more elderly in the other episode though.
Bobbies and kids.
I don't know.
Maybe they repurposed the model but gave her a different everything job.
That's possible. Gordon's mom got a
Also, Oscar's voice went from, "Would you like to poker?"
Don't you want to go
I don't have a
home,
good
Dobby?
explanation for this, young man.
Don't even know.
He became a little bit more Italian. You'll better have a good explanation for this, young man.
And then like later, he's like, "Come back with my donuts, you fiend."
They couldn't decide. I really like Oscar as a character. I wish they had used him
He's
more.
so handsome.
He is. They could have
funny.
really used him more.
I guess I didn't realize Madame Blueberry's eyelashes were blonde.
They wouldn't be shiny red slippers, would they?
No, silly.
Oh, you moron! We don't have feet.
Back to you.
You moron. I like the cinder block just falling with it. Junior's like, my trailer. Great.
Oh, great! It's my starship.
Just a reminder that you live in a, camper. Also, that's a camper, not a trailer, right?
Just say, I want to go home.
Isn't
It's
it?
got a hitch on it.
Ma'am?
Maybe it's a trailer.
Also, if you walk
Go home.
inside, it's like got 2 chairs.
I don't know what, how to define that stuff, but I know campers are typically mobile and trailers are not.
Camper and trailer are probably being used synonymously. It's got a antennae. Is that a?
We've searched everywhere within 100 miles.
Paul's eyebrow texture
There's
looks
no
really
sign
nice.
of him anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Dad is like, well, okay.
Does his eyes usually have, or eyebrows usually look like upside down mustaches, tiny?
Dad,
I don't
Kinda,
know.
yeah.
Mr.
How long was Junior gone? I guess the length of the episode?
I was wondering
I
if
mean,
I could have a job. If I could
This is
It's
so
day-
sweet.
it's
This is-
daytime
this
now.
is- that is so sweet.
Yes, sir.
I
Also,
like that.
Finn, I'm just now noticing that it lets you play these in full screen mode now.
Yeah, I
What?
know. I updated my Zoom app.
Oh,
How
nice.
sweet is that? My son.
Aww.
Aw.
That's what you did with me when we met up.
I
That
picked you up.
asparagus
I
is
picked you up and said,
legit.
my
You
son.
picked me up. You picked me
Great
up, and you got me a cake.
You
Then we were in the
suspended him
bouncy
by his
castle.
suspenders.
Run off and talk him
Actually, I used you as the bouncy castle.
If you don't
Also, one-
if you don't know what we're talking about, the suspender thing, just watch the other
Yeah.
one I was on.
Right, yeah.
Also,
The house
Lunt
is nice,
looks
too. I like
kind
how
of
they
like
did-
French fry here.
He does. He really does. It's
No,
the hat.
that's still kind of.
I really
It's
like.
the hat.
Sorry.
It is
Yeah,
the hat. I
and the
really like
stash.
that they didn't, paint the house and they modeled it. Although when they paint the backgrounds, I really like that too because it looks so natural. But it is kind of cool that is an actual house model. I do like their painted backgrounds because they feel very right. Like in Lord of the Beans, you can't even tell they're painted. They look
Yeah.
phenomenal. The VeggieTales team is so talented. I love them all. Tutu bouncing on the castle is so cool.
The bonus feature with the munchies bouncing on the bouncy castle.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that. Also, is Larry wearing the same costume as he does in Pop Star? I can't tell it.
I couldn't tell you. I think he's got suspenders.
I think so. Yeah.
I've never thought about that.
He's wearing the same outfit as the smexy-eyed Larry.
Yeah.
He might be. Yeah.
Smexy-eyed Larry is from Pop Star.
Yeah,
so
I've never thought about that.
This is the most genius thing Bob has ever done.
He got creative.
This is another just. This is another just amazing gag.
No, Larry.
I remember as a kid when I found out that there was a Blu-ray version of this. I don't know why, but I thought that when Larry said, "We've got a whole DVD to fill," they would change it so that he would say, "We've got a whole Blu-ray to fill."
You know what? That is a very excellent observation.
But they didn't change it, did they?
We've got a whole Blu-ray to fill. It's like those personalized CDs where
we've got a whole Blu-ray to fill.
We got a whole Blu-ray to fill.
We got a whole Blu-ray to fill.
Blu-ray. He says
Blu-ray.
Different.
Blu-ray. Blu-ray.
We got a whole Blu-ray to fill.
But Bob,
it's like the text-to-speech, like female voice.
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
No, it's another case of Phil voicing Larry.
Blu-ray. But Bob, we have another whole Blu-ray to fill.
No, it's Tim Hodge.
Blu-ray.
Darby's dad in the
That
story
was Jim
is
Cool,
like
never mind.
God, and Darby, he's just
But Bob, we have another whole Blu-ray to fill.
Khalil.
What Jesus was telling us in his little story about a father and a son is that God's
Larry,
love
like,
has
is
no
still
limits.
piecing
It
the
goes
puzzle
on
pieces
forever.
together.
Yeah,
God's love has limits.
He's thinking about it. God's love has limits.
It's reminiscent of the Dave and the Giant Pickle countertops, but I like the countertop sequences in that one. I like how it's not instantly he gets it. If he has a problem along with the kid writing the letter, it's something that he has to learn also, and they take some time to acknowledge that. So, I actually like Dave countertop. I endorse.
I like everything VeggieTales. There goes the.
Maybe that's a karma chameleon, Larry.
Karma,
Carmelian, if you will.
Come and go. They come and go.
I mean, considering the aardvark you broke, and the aardvark and the chameleon is broken also.
It would be
karma.
easy if your colors were like my dreams. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green.
What is the
Every
song from?
day.
Here we go. Here we go. Is there an HD version? There is, right? Like
I think so, yeah.
Like a full
my
version.
sister would cry laughing at this bit. I don't know why.
This is beautiful. You know,
This
they
is a
had
straight
said-
up cover.
It
Yeah,
is.
they had said in the commentary that they had thought about like rewriting it and doing funny lyrics, but they thought it'd be funnier if he just sings it straight.
Yeah, I mean the backups are in there. Skies are blue. I like how Pod's like floating.
Yeah.
Skies are blue.
He just like ascends.
I love the delivery. I will keep saying also that Stephanophagus or something, some Snuffleupagus looking name. I will. That shot.
Goodbye, clouds. I like the flight cap on the toad.
What was I gonna say? Yeah,
And how extremely happy he is. That makes him look even more like Crazy Frog.
it does. Me, the animated bluebirds are cute. What was it? Boogab Yoon. Shout out to Boogab Yoon and Ian Woo.
And
They made
Todd
the show.
Bodias.
Bluebirds fly.
There they go now.
I thought he had a gun. Oh my gosh. I
Ella McToad is out for blood.
Hey,
I thought that
guys,
was
looking at a rainbow with the Wiggles colors, dudes. That's
No,
like
it's-
really cool and stuff, buddy.
Pride Month reference in VeggieTales.
Are those actually the
They were ahead of
colors
their
of the
time.
Wiggles?
Red, yellow, blue, and purple. Yeah.
That's
Red,
crazy.
yellow, blue, and purple too.
No, phenomenal song. I was gonna say something. I got off track. Yeah. Oh,
Tell
Rick
My Mom I'll Be
Juergens.
Right Here is like
Rick
the
Juergens.
spiritual sequel to Do I At Least Get a Lollipop?
Also, I saw a Jason Crow up there. What was I gonna say? Oh, Veggie Tunes Publishing.
BMI.
Why does that say Veggie Tunes Publishing and these say
Veggie Tunes? Which one?
it said
Which one was it?
it said all soundtrack for Wizard of Oz Veggie Tunes Publishing, but the individual songs say Bob and Larry.
Bob
anyway,
and Larry Publishing.
Anyway, Phil and Mike are
From
just
the CD Slugs
amazing.
and Oh.
They're just amazing voice actors, and I can't get over the fact that they only did VeggieTales. They could have been on Cartoon Network and Nick and just killed it. But then again, I feel like that would have taken away the specialness of what they did. You know, making a
Yeah,
Christian
people like underestimate how
but they are phenomenal.
much range Phil and Mike, especially Phil, has.
I
He's
can't
doing
think of
all of them.
I can't think of a better voice actor. I can think of voice actors I like equally, but not a better one.
I can clarify
Yeah.
that VeggieTales has definitely been an inspiration for a lot of things to me, and one of them has been doing voices.
The freaking entertainment rights group logo. Just let it be Big Idea.
And
But
Finn
yeah.
knows freaking.
I do know freaking. But yeah, I never liked when companies like Universal and Classic Media and Entertainment Rights would kind of slap their logo on there, like, by the way, we
Yeah.
own this. You know, I
Right.
get why they did it. I probably would too if I was the people in charge of the company. But it
A
still-
Finn Corporated company.
yeah,
The
but it
Finn
feels
Corporated Productions.
it just feels like it takes away from Big Idea. You know,
Finn
A
Anyway,
Finn Corporated
Publish-
Productions production.
Publishing.
publishing. Right. Thank you all. Thank you, Lyndon. Thank you, Kev. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having me, honestly.
That was
This
fun.
was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed having
Mhm.
you. I hope we weren't too annoying.
No.